What is up, beautiful Aries people? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. If you're watching this tarot video on career and finances, that means you associate with the sun sign of Aries. Well, actually, I shouldn't say sun sign. It could be anything. Your sun, moon, rising, Venus in Aries. Cross-watchers are welcome. Anyways, welcome, guys. Happy to have you. This is going to be a reading roughly for mid-February into mid-March. As always, these readings on YouTube are general. That means not every message will be yours. It's up to you to come into this reading with a high vibration. I ask that you only take away messages that serve you in some capacity, that resonate with you, motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you needed to hear, or enlighten you to a new idea that is helpful. Anything that feels foreign or strange, you guys can drop it like it's hot. You don't need to take on that energy or that message. It means it's probably a message for someone else, so have faith that it's going out to a different person, right? Give these messages time to resonate. Not everything will click instantaneously. Sit with the messages for a few hours, a few days. Even in a few weeks, something may pop up and it resonates with you, and take it and run with it. That means it was your message. Those are my general tarot rules. What else do you need to know? Everything else is in the description box below. That's going to include the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram, and .com. Check out my website if you're interested to learn more about me, about my tarot journey. And as always, I ask for you to like, share, subscribe wherever you can, including on this video, simply because that helps this video gain traction. It gets the messages out to the YouTube community faster. It has to do with YouTube analytics. So yeah, liking, subscribing, leaving a comment, that helps me. So if you can do that, I would appreciate it. If not, I'm happy to have you here today. I hope this message resonates with you. I hope it inspires you. We're going to hop in just a minute. Couple more shuffles, one more deck for my Aries people. You got Goddess of the Moon. Who's in love with a Cancer? Or a Pisces? Maybe it's you. Maybe you're a moon goddess. Are you in a career where you do it all at night under the moonlight? Some of you are witches. Witches of Instagram. I love that hashtag. All right, anyway. Hopping in momentarily. A couple more shuffles for Aries. Career, money, finances, internships, retirement. What do they need to know about career, money, fortune, the future, destiny? All right, let's do it. Ooh, that last one wanted to come out. It fell right on the pile. All right, so bottom of your deck, 10 of Swords. So overcoming some sort of difficulty where some sort of situation ended in a way that was maybe a little bit painful or disappointing. It feels like a bit of a loss. But universe is saying, rather than focusing on what didn't go right, you need to be tapping into your spirituality and your faith and focusing on your future. Taking your mental energy, rather than focusing it on the past, turn it to the future with optimism. Whatever it is you want to grow and create in this life, in this world, in your career, your next step, your next project. It is going to take some time for it to, it's almost like for you to be illuminated to it. It's very much saying go within. Spend time in peace and quiet, alone, unplug from the world a little bit, especially in terms of meditation or whatever that is for you, a meditative state where you are in a place where you can absorb messages, not just from God, spirit, universe, but in subtle ways. When you're, I almost want to say like when you're reading a book, or when you're doing freehand, or what is it called? Free association writing, or just picking up a pen and start cartooning and drawing, like out of nowhere. Something about you're going to get important spiritual downloads. And within those downloads, those messages are going to move you forward so that you're more easily able to let go of disappointments of the past and take the knowledge, the messages, the information you gained. Because ultimately, the 10 of Swords, while it's disappointing, there was lesson to it. There was value in experiencing that disappointment, because it's informed you now on how to do it better the next time around. And with the 10th, the closing out of a cycle, so you can release it, you can be done with it. But some of my Aries currently are struggling with letting it go entirely. There may be a little bit of woe is me, or why did this have to happen? You know, I didn't deserve it. I understand why those emotions are coming, but with the clouded gray, or the gray clouds overhead, it's clouding your judgment. It's not serving you. It's blocking your vision. You are meant to be like a receptacle of messages from source, from spirit, from universe. The high priestess, right? Very much the star players, you and the universe communicating back and forth. There's nothing in between. But as I said, the unplugging from society, from community, sort of a hermit mode energy. Just spending time alone with you and your star player, your source, your God, your universe. Something about you will receive messages that are going to inform you on how to move forward. Particularly if you are struggling with creative blocks or just feeling uninspired or unmotivated, yeah, there's going to be some sort of epiphany on what you're supposed to be moving towards. Because yeah, a lot of you you've plateaued. You're in a state of being stuck. Money isn't terrible, but it's not great. It could absolutely be better. So yeah, those messages are trying to come into you to broaden your horizons, to open your mind up to new things. And those new things may actually be helpful people in your life, not just romantic partnership, but also working for a new team, a new like a new project team. It could involve switching careers or switching places of work. But yeah, changes on the horizon for you. The door to personal healing and happiness. I think you're trying to find that, but you haven't yet. And honestly, for a lot of you, especially, well, no, I'm not even going to put a gender on it. For a lot of you, it's going to have to do with a romantic partner. You may feel inspired by the person you love, your husband, your wife, and it doesn't have to be romantic. Someone you love, someone you trust with your, almost with your secrets, with the High Priestess energy. There's a person who you need to open up to and communicate with and talk to, and they may help usher in this new beginning that I think you so desperately want. And yeah, it's wow. Okay, so what you're headed towards, guys, it's a new beginning, and it's the whole kit and caboodle. It's the dreams coming true, all the wishes that you're that you were thinking of, the potential you're sitting on, you're wanting for it, you're longing for it, you're desiring it. Eventually, there's going to be a realization that you can drop this. You can drop the burdens, but it may also be the mental burdens, again, of things that didn't go right, unwasted efforts where you tried and you're just not getting anywhere. There's a need to look elsewhere, to refocus. Both of these cards are moving on in hope and in faith that emotionally there's something better out there for you, as well as mentally, decluttering your mind. Again, very much in a state of peace, rest, yoga, meditation. That will serve you very well, because a lot of you need to declutter your mind and focus on like your heart chakra. What is the overall goal? The Ace of Cups, the aces start with us. This is our heart, our love, our faith, our creativity, our emotions. What is it that you want? How are we going to fill your cup? It has to start with you. This is simply asking, are you happy? And if not, how do we get you happy, Aries, right? A lot of you just need to take a vacation with your sweetheart if you have that person in your life. Yeah, caring connections and the man holding a heart. Who do you love? First of all, love yourself, right? But, and again, even if it's not romantic, though with that depiction for a lot of you it is, hang out with the person who brings you joy, the one who wants to give you hugs and they got your back and they love you and support you. It is an interesting message, because the idea of unplugging, yes, it does involve individuality and gaining messages, again, between you and source, but it's almost like you have to be in a happy place to receive those messages. And so filling your cup by hanging out with your soul tribe, your family, your friends, the people you love, that is actually going to help you receive those messages. And actually, it may come in a way where it's not you directly getting messages like intuitive hits. It may actually be people sent to you, like earth angels, who are informing you on ideas, in disguise as like your friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like little breadcrumbs left along the way in the form of people that are help navigating you to the next big thing that you're going after. Because Aries, whatever you're going after next, it's going to be really big, but there's something, again, like the clouded emotions or clouded headspace of not knowing how to go after it, or not even knowing exactly what it is yet. That's okay. You're going to figure it out. All right. So, but again, detach from the past, look forward, face the future. There's nothing here saying going back to the past is going to help you. It's time to release that. Let it go. Yeah, you guys have had some sort of tower moment. And you're still recovering from it. Your body may actually be in recuperation if you broke a bone, or, I don't know, maybe you just caught a cold or the flu or whatever. And I'm not predicting that. I'm just saying you guys are kind of in recovery mode. But again, you're being asked to walk away from something that it didn't end in a way that you wanted, but it's cutting your losses. It's understanding you win some, you lose some, on to bigger and better things. And what you're moving towards is your family. Again, it doesn't have to be your literal mom and dad, brother, sister family, though for some of you it is. It's your soul people, your soul tribe, the people who lift you up when you're feeling down. Spending time with them, it's almost going to be like medicine for you, particularly if you have a Sagittarius in your life. Yeah, it's like these people are going to help you rebuild your health, your body. Some of you are literally going to physical therapy or just plain old therapy where you get to, you know, metaphorically lay down on the couch and talk about all your problems and work through the emotions, because it is trying to declutter what's going on inside of you so that you can rebuild. This is very much a card of destruction and then rebuilding. I'm not saying that destruction's coming. I think you guys have already been through that. But with that, after the Tower comes card number 17, which is the Star, a card of Aquarius. We are in Aquarius season now. It's soon to be Pisces season. The Star is all about self-healing, having faith that there is more out there, but it is, again, a need to focus on the self and to be very vulnerable and honest on where you are at now, and understanding that while we went through something that was difficult, by rebuilding our body, our mind, our body, our spirit, our everything, our faith, onto the next thing, then it's like you're on a new path. So following the Star is the Moon, again, Pisces season. That does make me think that having faith in the unknown, even if you don't know exactly where you're going, the idea of the Moon, it's something you're dreaming of. It's you're being aligned to go follow those wishes that you know it to be true because you feel it in your heart, but there is something about denying that it could ever be a truth, denying that you could ever manifest it, that it could be a reality. It absolutely can be. But you got to get working on it now, because it's like there are 9 cups ahead and you're starting with the Ace. So yeah, after you are healed and in a good place to get back out there, essentially. Maybe this has to do with a relationship that didn't work well, particularly with a Libra. Once you kind of are ready to get yourself back out there, it's aligning with your path to start building upon that dream, that idea that's going to bring you lots of happiness. And for some of you, it may be starting a family or looking for that person that you're ready to settle down and commit with. It could also be a Cancer. All right, so yeah, you have a couple cards of Cancer. And Sagittarius for that matter. Yeah, Cancer and Sagittarius are looking real good for my Aries. So let's see, your challenge or focus. And those could also be X's too, Cancer and Sagittarius. It doesn't necessarily mean it's what's coming in. It's people showing up in your spread. So, you know, it could be past or future. So in your challenge or focus, you have Queen of Water and 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's like you're waiting for someone else to fill your cup. And it's funny, you're surrounded by people who love you and support you, but the one you're waiting on is not the one who's coming in, and that is disappointing to you. It's actually making you kind of grumpy and moody. You may even be getting, and again, this is career and finances, but it could, I just have to read it how the message is. You may be getting invites out, like going on dates or whatever, and it's like you're flattered, but you're waiting on that one cup, that one person to come in with a romantic offer, and it's the one you're not hearing from, and it's annoying you. You're like, why are all these people interested in me? That's the one I want, and it's like radio silence, particularly if it's a Cancer. I don't know why that's coming in. Anyway, in terms of money and career, which is why you're watching this, I understand. Cups can also indicate money flow. Money is a currency. So when I see cups, it's indicating that you are sitting on huge potential to make money, lots of wealth. Again, the currency, you're sitting on, like, if the ocean is representing creativity, it's surrounding you, it's all around you, but it's not in your cup currently. And I hate to say that, it's like you're blocking your blessings. You're focusing on the wrong things. This can indicate it's time to move on, because these 3 cups are no longer bringing you joy or abundance or money. I said this to several signs. If you're in a career where you have plateaued, it's like you've reached the max capacity on what they're willing to pay you in that salary grade for the current role, there is a need to go explore other avenues, to apply to other jobs, to look for other titles, to take courses or classes to gain some information that can increase your knowledge, your skills, your abilities. Because yeah, there's something about this has been a fight. This has been a struggle. And I do think you're exhausted. You're feeling overwhelmed by all these obstacles. The solution to this is finding peace and harmony in your relationships. And again, just spending time with people you love, people who you enjoy their company and almost offer you really valuable insight on how to increase money flow, or how to how to exercise in terms of get it up and out of your subconscious, all this creative potential you're sitting on to go build that dream career, the future of your dreams. It's untapped potential. You're sitting on it, but there needs to be like a release. It's almost like the metaphor of constipation. It's there, you just need to get it out. I hope that makes sense. There is a need to focus again on the positive versus the negative, to look optimistically to the future versus holding on to grudges of the past or just disappointment, things that broke your heart. Yeah, money is awkward right now, isn't it? It's okay. It's not terrible, but it could certainly be better. It's almost like there's a key that you've held in your hand and you need to unlock it to find that missing ingredients. You need to unlock it, right, to find the door of, healing and happiness. Some of you want to go into careers involving healing. Even like masseuse or massage or crystal work, Reiki type healing, energy healing. Could absolutely be doctors, nurses, things that are the more traditional depiction or traditional understanding of healing, but this may actually be more in tune with the universe type healing, like untraditional but spiritual healing. Because helping others makes you happy, Aries, but you're giving away your power to other people by wanting other people to make you happy, wanting other people to run in and fill your cup. You need to find avenues that bring you joy solely individually on your own. But with that, it does come from hanging out with people you love. You might just be surrounding yourself with the wrong people. Some of you need to move away from a Sagittarius because they're literally impacting your income or your funds. It's something about they're very selfish, especially if you live with this person, or I don't know if you like pay rent with them, or something about like, it feels like your money, I don't know. It's like they're a strain on your money or your finances. It could be your child. It could be, I don't know. It could even be a parent. You're having to pay for health care for them or this or that, whatever it is. Something about a cat. I don't know why that's coming up. I have no idea what the hell that means. What does this mean? Something about, is it the name? Catherine, Cat, Katie? I don't know what that is. This is so random, but veterinary bills, paying for something with your cat, it's a drain. It's a drain on your finances. But here's the thing, you love this person very much, and so I get this for you every single time, Aries. Someone struggling with addiction issues. I'm so sorry, you guys, my camera froze. So yeah, this person, they're a bit of a wild card, and so it's almost like you need to free yourself from the trap of being around this person, because they may be a little bit emotionally manipulative. It's almost like, I don't know, it could be something like the sex is really good, but other than that, it puts you in an awkward position. You want to break free from this mental prison, but your thoughts are clouded, your thoughts are not clear, because there's a lot of fear here. There's what ifs. What if I never see them again? What if they hold it against me? What if they need my help and I'm not there? This could very much be a parent-child dynamic as well. What you don't understand is that this relationship or emotional burden, it's keeping you stuck. It's also impacting your finances, your income, even in an indirect way. It's something about when you're around this person, overall your energy is not that great. And so it's like just clearing out the clutter and the shit in your life. Money will be better when you move away from that person who's keeping you trapped, who's keeping you stuck. The Wheel of Fortune is trying to come into you, but it is your challenge or focus. How do you progress the wheel? How do you move forward? Multiple signs of Sagittarius as well as Cancer coming through. Really 3 times. Something about the rainbow indicating temperance here, a balance. Temperance can also indicate someone who has alcohol issues, as well as card number 4. It made me think of Cancer too, because they are the 4th sign of the zodiac. They rule the house and the home. So it could be someone you live with, particularly a family thing, even if it's not romantic. Again, parent-child relationships. Yeah, I don't know why that's coming through, but moving away from that, it allows you to like hit reset and escape from this mental game of, can I leave them? No, I can't. I feel trapped, but I want to. It's like, you need freedom. It's time for you to move on, to explore other avenues of potential for both income and emotional fulfillment. For my single people out there, there's better love out there for you, so don't settle. There's a relationship that is more divinely guided to you that does involve a lot of peace and balance and harmony. It might be with a Gemini, and that person may actually influence your ability to succeed in a career field. So maybe it's a coworker, but more than anything, they just have knowledge. They're very money savvy too. It could be a Capricorn. They're going to help show you the light. They're going to help show you that door. I love this rainbow metaphor too. It's like going from there to like, oh my God, there it is. Here it's like you're dreaming of it. You're looking at it through, inside the comfort zone of your home, right? Maybe with a Cancer. Looking out, wanting to go explore that new world that's out there. And then here it's like you're actually in it. Where is my card? It's funny. It's like the dove outside the window, peace, joy, balance, harmony. It's calling you out. Something about watching the birds. You guys may see a certain bird at your window every day, or even the name like a robin, or I don't know, something about cardinal, something that is like a double entendre for like a bird name or species or something, or the totem of a bird. You may have a keychain of a bird, or your grandmother may sit with binoculars and watch birds. I don't know what it means. I hope you do, Aries. Something about that bird is trying to call you out and usher in this like divine counterpart, this divine blessing. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could also represent finding a job that fills your cup. There's an equal exchange. There's an equal back and forth to the work you're doing versus the income you're getting from it. I hope that makes sense. It's a nice little puzzle piece. It fits well together. You got to go out and find your tribe. You got to go out and find your people. Some of you are interested in like tribal dancing, or I'm getting like group dancing, but I don't really know what that means. So I hope one or two of you do. Maybe that just means going to a concert and being in a mosh pit, right? It doesn't have to be literally tribal dancing, but something about freedom, expressing yourself, getting out of this state of entrapment, of feeling overwhelmed. Again, giving up your power to your thoughts, letting your negative thoughts control your ability to move freely. This is taking your power back. It's getting outside the familiar. It's getting outside the comfort zone. It's, flying out that window and then meeting people who are blessings in your life, who are aligned with what you want. The color white is very significant here too, right? These people may be dressed in white. That could even be a metaphor for those looking to go like into nursing, or something where the costume, if you will, or the dress, the uniform, this whatever is white. I'm not sure what that would be, but maybe you know. Even like something about the white gloves. I don't know if that's medical gloves or I don't know, fill in the blank. Is it a magician? Are you performing magic tricks and wearing white gloves? Hey, for some of you, you do you, Aries. There's no judgment here. So what is the help available to my beautiful Aries? The Nine of Swords. Yeah, not letting your thoughts overwhelm you. The Ace of Pentacles, you're blocking your blessings because, again, and I say this in a loving, gentle way, you are giving up your power to other people or the thoughts that are not serving you. This is a card of depression, of anxiety, of being completely overwhelmed and not knowing where to go or who to turn to. There's an opportunity that rests literally in your hand. It already exists. It already exists inside of you. It's asking you to go within and again, pull it out of the subconscious and start making it a reality, not just dreaming about it, not just looking out the window, practically going to build it, to plant the seed, even if it's going to be a long time coming. Through the years, this seed will grow and develop. You can't expect miracles overnight, but there's no better time than now to start planting the seed, to making small moves so that you can get out of this situation where maybe it's just your job. You feel trapped. Again, maybe there's no more avenues for you to get the promotion, for you to get an increased salary, for you to get out of like this narrow little, space. It just feels suffocating. It feels very confined. Some of you, again, you just need to go out and travel, spread your wings a little bit. Some of you want to be pilots and literally fly for a living. I just said magician and then you got that card. The little white gloves, right? That makes me think of Alice in Wonderland too. March Hare, I'm late for a very important date and he's adjusting his little white gloves. Something about time is fleeting. Something about time is of the essence. It's almost like you need to put a time limit on how long you're going to suffer in silence, right? And nobody wants to do that, but practically there's a reason why you've gotten yourself, or I'm sorry, practically isn't the word. There are reasons why you feel stuck. There are legitimate reasons why you are in this position and how things ended up this way. Recognizing that this is not where the story ends. If this isn't as easy as, in metaphor, just sidestepping out of these negative thoughts and setting yourself free, practically, how do we get ourselves out of this position? What are the small baby steps we can take one by one to remove these negative thoughts, these disempowering thoughts, this negative mindset that is immobilizing you? It's like one at a time. We need to practically get ourselves out of this hole. It could be like a financial hole. If you feel like debt has been increasing, or you're paying off college loans, or you have all these bills you can't pay, one by one, you need to start being better with your pennies, or again, finding practical ways to escape this overwhelming sense of dread. Again, something about pulling it right out of a hat. There's a skill or a talent that you have. You just need to pull it out from your subconscious. Particularly my creative artists out there, and being involved in the community. Again, something about tribal dances or going to some sort of expo or event where you can network with people who are of a similar mindset, some people who are sitting on similar skills and talents and abilities. It is very kind of witchy. I don't know how else to say that. Obviously not in the bad sense, but very much like occult or spirituality. It could even be a group of, again, always I get this for you, like recovering addicts. If it's not you, Aries, it may be involving your spouse or whatever. But yeah, it's like together you guys have a beautiful energy and a common likeness. Music therapy is very healing for a lot of my Aries out there. As well as something about the costume. Are some of you costume designers or fashion designers? That may be some sort of skill that Spirit is asking you to turn towards. Some of you tried to break out some cosmetic or get into like the makeup industry or something about that. It has to do with like beauty, external beauty, hairdressers, makeup, fashion. I don't know. Something about the exterior beauty. Some of you either tried to start your own business doing that, and it was a money suck. You put all your time and your energy and your money into something, and it floundered. That's what this is. Don't let it drown you. It's like this person is sinking in this grief and this overwhelming sense of all these mistakes I've made and I'm never going to be free. Like flat out, Aries, you've been through some shit. You have the most difficult sword energy. You have the 10, which is saying it's almost over. You're almost done with it. But something about it, you're not quite ready to let it go. And so you're sinking into that dread and anxiety. It's all based on past. You can't tear yourself away from the people who wounded you, the things that wounded you, the heartbreak, the upset. This is saying if you can comfortably walk away with it and understand, I went through this and it sucked, but didn't I learn something on the other end of it? I understand that that's a difficult message to hear, but by sinking into it deeper and deeper of this ruined my life and things will never be the same, it doesn't serve you. Those thoughts, those emotions, they're doing nothing for you. This is about raising your vibration. New spark, right? New motivation, new actions need to be taken. Because yeah, ultimately it's assessing where you're currently at. If you're not comfortable, and if this is you're not, then it's time to break free. It's time to get out of the safety zone. It's time to fight for what it is that you want and go after something that brings you more passion, that brings you more joy, particularly in romantic relationships. Moving on, travel, gaining some sort of mental clarity. Maybe an Aquarius might be on the sites for you. Making executive power decisions. It's not letting people emotionally manipulate you. It's moving forward with confidence, with clarity. It's almost like fighting for your own life. It's fighting to right the wrongs of things that went bad in the past. Because as I've said, you guys have been through the ringer here, but moving on from that, and again, it's about building towards the future, where one pentacle becomes 4. Slowly but surely, this idea is going to grow and inspire others to join your team, to join your tribe. Again, networking with people of a like mindset, somebody even in the same career field. Instead of looking at them as your competition, look at people who inspire you to chase that dream even faster, even quicker, even harder. Yes, like friendly competition, if that makes sense. Like, almost sort of getting a leg up on the competition, but in a way where you actually have this really nice rapport and dynamic with each other, but you guys both push each other to do even better. That's what this is. And that's what, where was your Two of Cups? That's what this is too. It's people who push you to do even better than you're settling for. Because yeah, a lot of my Aries have settled into this awkward comfort zone, but again, it's a false belief. It's not that comfortable. You're not that happy. It's time to go after that new cup, because that new cup is going to lead you to that dream career, that thing you want to grow and build. And with cups, again, money flow will be better if you were to pursue this idea versus staying with those people, with that career, with that job, with that, job title, whatever. Community is helpful to you. And just the depiction of that card, there's a lot of things speaking to me about that, but I'm just showing you because there might be something in there that directly speaks to you. Doing something with flowers, are some of you florists, or planning weddings, or I don't know what that would be, agriculture, gardening, I don't know. Maybe you do landscape paintings, I don't know what that is. Anyway, final advice or guidance for my Aries. The Hierophant, okay. And the Ace of Swords, choosing, making a decision to commit to a new path. Brand new. Aces start with us. You guys, you have Ace of Wands, passion, motivation, inspiration. You have the Ace of Swords, intelligence, logic, truth, communication, action forward. Then you have the Ace of Cups, love, faith, spirituality, like emotional fulfillment and happiness, creativity. So what's missing? Oh no, wait, nothing's missing. You have the fourth one. You are the magician. You have all the tools on your table. Pentacles, cups, swords, and wands. Whatever it is you want to create, you already have the skills. You already have the abilities. Going after it isn't going to be that much of a struggle if you are willing to, again, make executive decisions. Stand up for what you believe in and not let other people or negative thoughts hold you back. Again, channeling messages from source, from spirituality, from God, from universe. They got you. They're protecting you. They want this to be a victory for you. They want you to find something that you're passionate about, that you love. They don't want you to settle and be struggling. That's not what you were meant to do, in this lifetime, right? It's almost like it's nudging you to fight the fight one last time, because you've been to hell and back. So it's like anything that you go after now, the difficult part is over because you've walked away with all this valuable insight, all these crucial lessons that you had to learn. Are you ready to embrace a new fantastic beginning? Or do you want to stay in this false sense of security of the comfort zone? Because I'm telling you right now, where you're at, there's financial constraints. Money is not going to be any better until you take action. Where's my Knight of Wands? I lost him. Until you take action forward, movement, again, victory, aligning your dark and light energies is what gets that chariot to move. We don't move it by constraining things, by holding on for dear life so tightly. When you release and let go, you drive the chariot with your mind, your body, your spirit. Internally, you are moving towards something that you are more passionate about. There's more creativity. There's more fun there. But what's so key is that you got to set yourself free. Right? You got to remove all these people in your life that are dragging you down, or naysayers, people who don't believe in you, who make you feel inferior. You need to be at the center of your universe. You need to be the main focus. I said the same thing to Gemini, the focusing of a camera lens. Some of you are photographers or cinematographers, or even working in a medical lab where you're looking through a microscope. You need to be your main focus. You need to zoom in on you. And again, this person that's draining your time, your money, your finances, you got to set yourself free from that. It's not helping you anymore, and it's not helping them either for you to enable their bad behavior, even if it's your child, right? There needs to be a clean break, a clean cut, a line drawn in the sand once and for all. Healer of the ages. Yeah, some of you are divine healers. Your emotions, your empathy, your kindness helps to motivate and inspire other people. Your words are very powerful, even in ways you don't even realize. When you're just having an off-the-cuff conversation with a random stranger at a bus shelter or at a coffee shop, your words stick with them. It's, you leave the impression marks on people for years to come in these exchanges that it's almost like they're, I don't mean to say they're nothing to you, but you don't even realize the power you hold as a healer, as a motivational speaker, as someone who inspires others to go out and live their best life and to set themselves free. You help people release burdens and bullshit that they're carrying around, because there is a part of you that is very blunt and you're able to call a spade a spade. But what's funny, you're able to do it for other people, but you have trouble doing it for yourselves. You have trouble setting healthy boundaries with the people around you. And so it does feel like you're constantly a doormat, or you're constantly, what is the term, like being stepped on, or again, pushed into a weird corner. This is like, liberate yourself, step into your power, grab the sword and fight for what it is that you want with confidence. You have King of Swords twice, making those executive decisions unapologetically. And here's why. It's ushering in good things to you. The Wheel of Fortune. Money is weird though. It's like this, the card I like most sort of here in terms of money, it's like the man holding a coin. So again, that's you taking control. It's taking the coin. It's not asking for it. It's like, this is mine and this is my seed that I'm going to grow. Again, a lot of this has to do with building a family for a lot of you. Maybe you're with a partner who flat out is like, I don't want to have kids. I don't want to have kids. And while you love them, that's not the future you envisioned for yourself. So this is just saying, whether it's career or romantic, find something or someone that matches your cup. There's an even exchange. There's an understanding. It's like the perfect, it's like a puzzle piece. It just fits. It works well together. I think that's what you guys are being asked to go do. Find something that you are both willing to commit to long term and move on it, because there's happiness there. A lot of you are moving towards a Capricorn. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if any of this resonates for you, and I will see you very soon for more tarot readings. Bye, Aries.